Hello, my friends. In this episode, I want to critically look at human emotion. Um, how human emotion affect our daily life, daily life, and cultural ways and all that, and what could emotion do to us and all that. So, expect this in this new um, episode, and I want you to join me from the to listen from the beginning even to the end. Join me, sit back, and listen. Human emotion are complex psychological experience that involve subjective feelings, psychological responses, and behavioral expressions. Emotions are triggered by a wide range of internal and external stimuli, and that is scientifically, and can have a significant impact on a person's thoughts, action, and overall well-being. Emotions are typically experienced as subjective feelings that are influenced by cultural, social, and individual factors. They may be experienced as positive, such as happiness, joy, and contentment, or negative, such as anger, fear, and sadness, and can vary in intensity and duration. In addition to subjective feelings, emotions are also associated with psychological responses such as changes in heart rate, breathing, and muscle tension. These responses are thought to be adaptive and help prepare the body to respond to perceived threat or opportunities. Finally, emotions are also expressed through various behaviors such as facial expression, body language, and vocalizations. These behaviors can communicate an individual's emotion state to others and can also influence how others respond to them. Previously, we started teaching on emotion, and I want you to sit back and enjoy the materials which I have for you in this segment. You are on Prayer of Faith podcast. My name is Julius Adesanya. And in this segment, I want us to look at how emotion affect cultural ways. Emotion can have a significant impact on cultural ways as they play a key role in shaping how individual and group think, feel, and behave within their cultural context. Emotions are not universal and can vary across cultures, with different cultures having different norms and expectations around how emotions are expressed, interpreted, and valued. In some cultures, for example, there may be a greater emphasis on expressing emotion openly and directly, while in others, there may be a greater emphasis on regulating and controlling emotion. This can lead to differences in how emotions are experienced and expressed within and between cultures. Emotion can also influence culture, cultural value and practices, as they can shape how individuals and groups make decisions, from relationships and interact with others. For example, emotions such as compassion and empathy can play a key role in promoting social cohesion and helping to build stronger communities, while emotions such as anger and fear can lead to conflict and division. Overall, emotion play a complex and multifaceted role in shaping cultural ways and understanding how emotions are experienced and expressed within different culture contexts. Is an important aspect, of course, across culture and cultural communications and understanding. This is very important to every one of us to know, and it cannot be overemphasized upon. I want you to sit back as you expect more materials. You're welcome to my podcast. As we are on to Prayer of Faith podcast, my name is Julius Adesanya. I want to encourage you to always listen to my podcast, subscribe, like it, send message to me, and on how I can improve. And if there's any particular topic you want me to speak on, please kindly send me a message on it. Previously, we have been dealing on emotion, human emotion. Emotion can have a significant impact in our thoughts, because I want to look critically in this segment how emotion affect our thoughts. So, influencing how we perceive and interpret the world around us. Emotions can shape our attention, memory, and judgment, and can even influence the types of thoughts we have and how we think about them. For example, emotions can influence our attentional focus, with emotions such as fear or anxiety causing us to focus on potential threat or danger in the environment. Emotions can also influence our memory, with emotionally charged events being more likely to be remembered than neutral events. Emotions can also influence our judgment and decision making, as emotions can bias our perception of information and our interpretation of events. For example, emotion can, as anger, please, emotions such as anger or fear can lead to a more negative interpretations of event, while emotions such as joy or happiness can lead to a more positive interpretations. Emotion can also influence the types of thought we have and how we think about them. For example, negative emotions such as anxiety or depression can lead to negative self-talk and rumination, while positive emotions such as gratitude or hope can lead to more positive and optimistic thinking. Overall, emotions can have a profound impact on our thoughts, and conjunctive processes, influencing how we perceive and interpret the world around us and shaping our overall mental and emotional well being. I want us to sit on this and meditate. More materials are coming. In this segment, I want to look at what is making choice through emotions. Sit back and enjoy with me. Making choices through emotions involve using one's emotion state as a guide or reference point when making decisions. You're welcome to Prayer of Faith podcast. My name is Julius Adesanya. And I want you to enjoy this segment as you listen from the beginning and even to the end of this podcast. I'll be glad if you can share it, download and share, subscribe, like, and send your comments to me. So making choices through emotion. This involves considering one's feelings, intuitions, and instincts when making choices, rather than relying solely on rational or logical thinking. Emotions can provide important information about our preferences, value, and desires, and can help us to make decisions that align with our personal goals and needs. For example, if a person is feeling anxious or uneasy about a particular decision, it may be a sign that the decision is not aligned with their value or goals. However, relying solely on emotion when making decisions can also have drawbacks, as emotions can be influenced by a range of factors and may not always be reliable or accurate indicators of what is best for us. Therefore, if it is important to balance emotion or emotional responses with rational and logical thinking when making important decisions, taking into account both our emotions and the facts and evidence available to us. Overall, making choices through emotion can be useful or a kind of tool for decision making, but it should be used in combination with other forms of decision making strategies to ensure that decisions are informed, balanced, and untimely in our best interest. I want you to meditate on this, give your time to it. More materials are coming.